Hey, Cat Eyes. Yeah, I got Grumpy was trying to call me to talk about the weather, and I got kicked off, and then I tried to deny him and then call him from Ghetto Mobile, but unfortunately y'all kept spinning on my end, so I wanted to wrap it up. Hey, V Griffith, give me a second. I need to update that. And I'm going here and get me some dinner. Oh, and this is the restaurant him and the train people used to come to right here. He like, I said, the restaurant, is it called this? Because I'm at a restaurant called Cook's. Yeah, that's damn good. We used to get out the train and go get in the van and ride over to there. He said, that food be damn good. We eat so much that somebody else would have to drive, because the driver who drove us in, he would just get in the back seat and start snoring. I said, oh, he got the itis. See, y'all wonder why I'm sarcastic. Trust me, I get it honest, some of it. And Laura Lee, I hope you came back on. Hold on, is Laura Lee back in here? Okay, I'll send her a message. Some people came and they sent me a message about getting kicked, so I just want to let them know I got a call that booted us. But I'm going to wrap this up. Okay. So, who's all in here right now? Oh, you're back. Okay. Cat Eyes. Did I see Dustin? Hey, Dustin. All right, Laura Lee, I see you. All right, so we got a few. V Griffith, I see you. And Micheline, you're back. All right. So, I just want to wrap this up for y'all. Charlie's inside of that petrol? You talking about Charlie's inside the petrol? Dustin? And Dakota's? Are you talking about the Charlie's inside of Fargo's? I've eaten there before, if that's the one you're talking about. I think that's who you're talking about. I got off on the generational curse thing, but y'all, whatever y'all got in there and all that, sweep that stuff under the carpet, be careful with that. I think that's one of the most detrimental things that have happened to minority groups. You know, no offense, but Anglos or white folks, they would go and sit down with a counselor and, you know, I'm being a little facetious, I ain't being mean. My mother hit me in my toe when I was 5 and it just totally affected me. You know, they'll get in there and do that. But I have to commend them, because if it's an issue, they're willing to work it out. We, on the other hand, try to sweep stuff under the carpet, and it's a detriment to us. We need to go deal with our issues. Like, there's a young lady, the young lady I used to work with, whose mother had drug issues. I'm like, you need to go talk to somebody. A lot of her life choices have been because of how she was raised, what she was raised in. You're going to be impacted. And a good one, I don't know if y'all remember the Keisha Cole show, and I think her mother's name was Frankie. Was it Frankie? I think it was Frankie. Frankie was a hot ass mess. But that show preached. And I'm not big on a lot of reality shows anymore, but that show preached, because it showed the detriment that woman's drug addiction did to her children. The one daughter you later find out who was dropping, you know, did the dropping and didn't have no drawers on or whatever, you find out she was raped chasing after her mama by somebody on the street. There's some damages that happen, and there's damages that happen that are very deep-seated and very dark. You know, I've talked to people even in the background of here who've had some very dark stuff happen to them. And then they now, you know, like myself, end up in alternative lifestyles because of the dark things that happen. And you're psychologically, you're now in a whole nother place, and you can't live, and this is how I believe, I'm not trying to impose my beliefs on it, You can't live your life as what I believe God intended for you, because now you're so damaged from the stuff that happens. And there are some spiritual reasons for that in the background, because that's the goal, I hate to say, of the enemy, is that our lives are broken so that we can't reach our full potential. That's the best way I can put that. Because we could be doing so much more with our lives if we were able to flow the way we are. But it's okay, because God will take that brokenness if we are so willing, and he can turn it around and use it to be a blessing to someone else. That's just how I believe. Now I need to deal with one issue. Well, I'm gonna deal with that in another video. I'm gonna deal with that Lady Horn. I'm gonna deal with the company that your man works for in another issue. But I'm gonna say this, and this is a little bit of trucking part of it, because I wanted to deal with this. We all got to start somewhere, and sometimes the companies that people start in aren't the best. Get the experience and get the hell out. Get the experience and get the hell out. Now, you might go to that company and it might work for you. You might get under a good driver manager, get a good piece of equipment, get on a good run, and it's the bomb, even though they got a crap reputation. And that might work for you, and you'll be there 20-some years later. The guy who did my refresher trainer, my company that I came, my starter company that I left and then went back to once I was off the road, and I got him as my refresher trainer. He been there 21 years. Very nice guy. Matter of fact, his picture right now is on the advertisements at Pilots and Flying J's for this particular company. His photo, he is like the poster child for the company right now. He's an amazing individual, very cool guy. He's one of the little poster children. That's the word I want to use. I'm trying to think how best to put this. Oh, this is an old school Pete that pulled up. Beautiful old. This is an old school Pete. Long nose Pete. Yeah, baby. Gorgeous. So Grandpa getting ready to get out here and get his grub on. I'm gonna be right behind him. But you have to start somewhere, and sometimes it'll work for you. If it don't, there are options. There's gonna be other options out here in trucking and transportation in general. Once you get your CDL, you don't have to be just stuck to this truck. You can go work as a charter bus driver. You can work as a Greyhound bus driver. You can work as a city bus driver. Hell, there's a whole bunch of stuff. You could be a yard dog. You could become a local driver. There's a world of opportunities that can open up for you. You got to find your fit, and that's really, and that may take a lot. Like Bill said, 42 years of driving. He's done everything from tanker, food grade tanker. He's worked in the oil fields, dry van. At 63 years old, this man is pushing furniture for Ashley off a truck. Okay? And he's getting ready to be where he's mainly dropping hook. He sees the big picture. He's up in Canada right now, delivering Ashley furniture in Canada and British Columbia. Okay? So there's a world of opportunity that opens up, and you're going to make somewhere between your 40s and up to 100-some-thousand a year. Getting to that 100,000 is questionable. You can do it, but it's going to be, you have to go through probably some hoops to find it. It depends on what you're looking for. And, some people may come in on a route, which like I said, I'm going to talk to Nikki. And I'm not saying Nikki's experience is everybody's experience. Her experience was not the best. But I think she needs to tell you her experience, because you need to see the good, bad, and the ugly. You need to see the truth of it. And it's just like some people, they'll be fine as having their own authority, running their own little small company like this dude does, and they'll do good at that. Other people, they may not want the headache of running a company. They may not want the headache of negotiating with a broker. It all depends. It all depends. And my dad said that the reason the trains are going that slow is because they're going in the weather. Now, see, the ones going back east, they're moving a little faster. The ones going west are moving faster. The ones going east, they're going slow as hell. But he said right now they showed the storm that's up in Amarillo. He says bad. So like I told him, I said right now, because I stopped, I gotta say stopped. I don't have enough hours left. I don't have enough hours left. So I'm gonna stay here and then I'll just head out. Later on, I'll go over here and eat something and then go. I'm not in California. I'm in Clovis, New Mexico. Clovis, New Mexico. I left California. Clovis, New Mexico. Now, where my sushi spot was that y'all saw, the sushi, that was Cali. That was just outside of, that's Ontario, California. And Laura Lee, I bet you got some good ass sushi up there being all that water. You got a whole bunch of fresh ass sushi. I would be no good. I would be laid out on the side like a fat beach whale, because sushi is like one of my top favorite foods. Oh. No, girl, it's the back is a mess, but there's my bunk in the back. I'm going to haul my fat butt right back to that bunk and pass the hell out. But right now, things aren't looking too bad for my area. They were saying Clovis was one of the areas, and I'll show you the storm. It's going northeast. But remember what I just showed you? That's a Long News Peak that just pulled up next to me. So y'all can see. Y'all can see that it started moving. So it's moved. That's we were looking at that before. And there's our train. See, the one he's headed that way. He's headed westbound. The westbound trains are moving faster. It's the ones going eastbound that are going slow because of the storm. But the westbound trains, they starting to book. This railroad right here, Monty said it goes up to 70 miles an hour. So if they're going slow because there's an issue. I asked him when they're going slow for the pictures. He said, "Oh, hell no." I was like, "Oh, okay." He said, "We get a lot of train enthusiasts." So he thinks that's a train enthusiast, or it could be somebody who works for the railroad. But yeah, hell no. And I saw Swift drop, and I was wondering, because there's a state highway, Swift dropped south. And he might not have wanted to go in there, and he was carrying a Walmart load. Well, there's a Walmart distribution center in, oh no, that's in Plainview, so he wouldn't have headed south. Oh no. Well, I feel, oh no. Matter of fact, I found Lubbock obviously is not near no water like that. I mean, they do have I think you can get catfish and stuff. They have like little lakes for catfish. But I found a little sushi spot in Lubbock that's pretty good. There's another one I might try again. But oh no. Okay. You know, and there's places called oh no. Now I know what that means. It means, okay, cool. Yeah, because child, I would be laid out probably from my sushi experience. I would, because I love me some sushi. I do. That's probably my top favorite food. And actually, I'm trying to think. My top favorite would be Asian food. And then I'll go into... I would probably be a tie between Middle Eastern and Indian food would be my next one. Then I would probably move into Italian food. Well, Italian and any kind of seafood. Then we get into your southern comfort American food. So soul food, regular American food will fall down. And the reason that's probably low for me because I'm African American and we grew up with soul food, right? So you know that's your standard, your staple. That's what you know. But when we get into like the food of choice, love me some sushi. And like different Asian food. So Asian would probably be my top favorite. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, see, I probably need to come and then, because see, I like to sample foods. So I got to get my surgery done because then I could just sample small bites. And I'm like subscribed to people. There's a guy who goes around, and I forgot where he's from, and he goes around different areas of the country or where region he's from, sampling street foods. Girl, some of it I want to go through that thing, go, that look good as hell. And see, because I'm not, some people, you know, want to stay, I don't eat, I'm like, oh my God. Step outside of your comfort zone. Try something else. Anyway, y'all, I didn't mean for this to be, it's not going to be long. I just want to wrap up, and I'll probably do a live here tomorrow or the next day because I'll be in Lubbock for at least, got a reset there. So, I'll be there for at least 2 days, possibly, maybe longer if dude is tripping. But if dude ain't tripping, I'll be there for about a couple of days, and then they'll probably have me roll back out. Anyway, y'all, 2 and 2, I'm going to get me something to eat. And sorry I got cut off before, but y'all go back to the other video, which is where we started our generational curse conversation. And to Lady Horn, I'm gonna deal with your issue, which where your man work and that company, but that's not the only company that's like that. We'll deal with that later. Anyway, y'all, good night. God bless. 2 and 2. Peace.